Welcome to a very, very special episode, the OwnersBox Prop Bet Spectacular. I have gathered 3 good gamblers and 1 not so good gambler for the best prop bet show on YouTube. Welcome in, Sandy, Jeremy, T-Mac. Thank you for joining me. Sandy, we're going to go to you first. Are you excited for the Super Bowl and just preliminary thoughts?
I am so excited, boys. I think, Avery, you might have put together the most exciting list of props I've seen in all my years of watching the Super Bowl, and I am pumped to give out winners all day long on this show, and I am so excited.
Love that. Let's go to Jeremy. Jeremy, nice to see you. You don't look too happy right now.
Well, people are underestimating me here. Obviously, I'm probably, I guess I am the worst gambler here. So, but no, I think I got some good. I actually had some outside advice for this. So watch out for me.
That might actually help you. T-Mac, the winner of the Dan Allen Memorial Bowl Season Challenge. We had to bring you back. Mm-hmm. How are you doing? Thank you for joining us.
I'm doing great. I'm so excited. I've lobbied to you that I should be going last because I'm going to have great reasoning why these props are correct. And if I go first, or if I go second, if I go third, you're going to have the chance to follow me. So I would like to go last, but ultimately that's up to you, right?
T-Mac, that request has been denied. We're going to let the boss man go last. You will be going third. Jeremy will be going first. I will be going second. Let's get right into the props. We're going to go the first, one of the most exciting props, 50-50 chance here. The coin toss, heads or tails. Jeremy, your pick.
I'm going to call this my bread and butter here, heads and tails. One of my coaches once said it's most often heads. And so I'm going to go heads, right? It's most often heads, right? It's 50-50, but let's be honest, it's most often heads. So let's go heads.
You wrote down tails on the sheet, so I don't know if you remember your own picks. So that's an issue.
No, I changed. Last second change, dude. It's just how it works here. It's the nature of the game. It's the nature of the game.
That's fair.
All right. Everyone knows I was the coin toss guy for the 18U team I coach. Tails never fails. Everyone knows that. I'm going tails. T-Mac.
6 of the last 7 Super Bowls are tails, heads all the way. Let's go.
I'm going to ride with T-Mac and Jer here. Personally, tails does never fail, but this weekend, I'm feeling like a failure, and I know it's going to be a heads. I'm riding heads to the bank. I'm throwing a little half unit on it. Let's ride.
Half unit. I love that. All right. Second prop here, the national anthem time. T-Mac, who's the singer this year?
Eric Church and Jasmine Sullivan.
There we go. I knew you were going to know that.
Screams over.
No, it doesn't scream over. Actually, the time I have for my book was 1 minute, 59 seconds. Jeremy, your pick.
I'm hearing there's 2 singers, right? So everyone thinks it's going to be over, but guess what? It's going to be under, boys. It's going to be under. I got the under.
For me, I'm going under as well. I heard Jasmine Sullivan or whatever her name was. She did the Stadium Series. T-Mac was telling me this, and she crushed the under on that. Eric Church, hopefully he's just playing guitar or something. He doesn't even have to do anything. But I don't think those country guys are going to run up the theatrics, so that's why I'm going under.
Yeah, Jarrett, you heard that there were 2 singers because I just said that, so you got to listen. Jasmine Sullivan, she did the Stadium Series 1 minute and 38 seconds, but she does like to hold her free and her brave at the end, but I'm still going to take the under. Eric Church is a man of the people. He's going to get off that field and let the boys play some football.
Personally, I'm taking the over. 2 people does it for me. I know it trends over, so you want to take the under, but for me, I feel like they're going to want their moment of fame. It's the Super Bowl. This ain't any other sporting event in the world. It's the Super Bowl, biggest one of the year. I mean, they're going to let it fly. I think they're going to hold the note at the end for a good 5+ seconds. I am riding the over all day long. Over 159.
Love that from everyone. Next one, we have kickoff temperature over under 70 degrees. Jeremy.
I got the over. I'm hearing information that it might be raining, which means it's going to be very hot weather because a storm will be coming in. So I got the over.
I'm going to go under, and my problem is I think it'll be 69 degrees and they won't want to say 69 on the broadcast. So they'll say 70 and fuck us. But I'm going to go under.
This is the one I don't have analysis for. I think this is the poorest profit on the board, but I'm going to take the under.
There you go.
For me, I'm going to ride with the under as well. I heard thunderstorms. I'm looking at the weather report right now. It's floating in that range of where the props pointed at right now, but I'm going to lean under. I don't see it being over 70. Again, like T-Mac said, I'm not very strong in this one. I'll probably sprinkle on this, but I'm going to ride the under just for fun.
There we go. That one was just thrown in there. This is another one just thrown in there. What will be mentioned first, COVID or the pandemic?
There's no way they mentioned COVID in the Super Bowl broadcast. They're going to say pandemic.
I think that's wrong because it's COVID protocols. You know how they have all the COVID testing. I don't think it's that
shit.
crazy.
I didn't think about that. Did not think about that.
I don't want to interject and change anyone's minds here, but I did at first think pandemic, and I'm still sticking with my pick. But there was that barber situation with the Chiefs players. You know what I'm saying? Sorry, T-Mac, I stole your thunder. I knew you were going to say that. They're going to say that right before the kickoff starts, and I'm going to lose this bet, but I'm still keeping pandemic, the odd chance they say it. But that barber situation is sketchy, and that screams COVID protocols, I got to say. So I just have to chime in there.
100%, that's exactly what I'm thinking.
I went gut reaction. I went pandemic. I don't like pandemic anymore, but I'm a man of my word. I'm taking pandemic.
I'm with you.
I could say that I respect the three of you because you all wrote pandemic on the sheet and you're sticking with it, even though you're idiots.
All right, Sandy, we got your pick. You're still pandemic, right?
Yeah, I'm sticking with pandemic, even though I'm going to lose this one. I feel it deep down, but I can't
But
switch
wait.
up. I'm man of my word, as you guys.
So
are
what if he says COVID-19 pandemic? We just wash it because I think that's
technically, I don't know how the books do it. Like technically in that scenario, he said COVID first and then pandemic. So I think you got to go with the COVID going first there, but I'm sticking with pandemic. I think they might slip one in there in the pregame. You never know. You know, what if they say pandemic protocols? You never know. It could be crazy.
I've never heard that. That's for sure.
I know, but crazy.
So a lot of
things
fans
have happened.
Fans too. I don't know what
happened.
they would say, which word they would describe as the fans coming in. Like, would you call those COVID protocols? I guess you would. So like, fuck. Again,
this one
doesn't look good for pandemic.
I like how that was a highly debated topic. That was a good prop then if we got some heat on that. All right, into the fun stuff. I got everyone to choose their own first touchdown scorer.
I'm taking the easy route and I'm going Travis Kelce.
Yeah, you're a square.
Yeah.
Leonard Fournette for me.
Why?
I'm going Chris Godwin. I think that the Bucks are going to avoid throwing outside to the outside corners. Rashad Breeland and Davis Ford have been really, really good in the playoffs. Godwin runs 74% of his routes in the slot, so I think Brady will find him for the first touchdown, give him an early lead.
T-Mac, I really appreciate the numbers there. Great stats. I must say, though, I'm going to take a route less traveled. I'm taking Mecole Hardman first touchdown score. I have no numbers to back this up, nor do I have much business taking this pick, but that's exactly why I'm taking it. I could see, a lot of attention to Hill and Kelce. I think the Chiefs get on the board first, and I think Mecole Hardman has a big touchdown on the first drive or the first touchdown. I don't know if it's going to happen on the first drive, the second drive, but I see my guy Mecole scoring a big TD first on the board, so I'm taking Mecole.
I do like that. They do a lot of screen passes to him, kind of down close to the end zone. That's where he gets his points. All right. As well as the first touchdown scorer, we also did anytime touchdown scorer. Jeremy, your player.
I like Mike Evans. I mean, he finds the end zone a lot with Brady, and I think it's going to be a really high scoring game with lots of touchdowns. So I think he'll definitely find Mike Evans at least once in the end zone.
And then I did the square thing. I took Travis Kelce. It's just, how can you not do one of those two guys? Like Tyreek Hill crushed them last time they played. So I think this emphasis will be on them. It'll check down to Kelce. I think he'll get a score easy.
All right. I'm going to get my time in the sun here because I'm going to spend some time giving you guys the cold hard numbers. The Chiefs, 74% of opposing teams' red zone trips end in touchdowns, and 15.7% of running plays from the opposing running backs end up in the end zone. Leonard Fournette is going to score easy. This is one of my favorite props of the entire weekend.
Don't hate that.
Yeah, I watched Leonard Fournette run all over my Packers, so I don't hate that at all. T-Mac, good pick there. For my anytime touchdown score, I'm taking my guy Tyreek Hill. As I said, I do like Mecole to score the first touchdown. I am on the Bucks. We'll get there, but I'm on the Bucks. But I do think Hill scores a TD at some point in this game. He's just too good. You can't cover the guy, so I'm riding with my guy Tyreek on this one.
Good picks, fellas. Next, we're going to go into some player props for over-unders. Patrick Mahomes passing yards, over-under 333.5.
I got the over. I just think this game's going to be a shootout. Obviously, they're playing in Tampa Bay. I got the over. It's pretty high, but I think he can surpass it.
It is high, I think. But like they're a beat up offensive line. They don't run the ball to start off with. They're not going to run the ball now behind a shitty offensive line. So he's just going to sling that thing all over the yard. I'm going over as well.
Yeah, I'm worried about Mahomes throwing on like 80% of plays in this game, but he's only gone over 33.5 in 6 of 17 starts this year. So
333.5.
Yeah, 333.5. Yeah.
And I'm with you, T-Mac. This number's too high for me. I also think the Bucs defense, I've watched them a lot this year. I've bet on the Bucs personally a bunch. So I've watched that defense. They're going to be flying around for that football. I think 333.5 is a little high, but I definitely think it's hittable, but I'm going to take the under on this one just for the reason you stated. And I definitely see the Chiefs O-line having some problems with the Bucs front as well. So I'm going to ride under 333.5 for this one.
Next one, Tom Brady passing yards over under 307.5.
I got the over here. I think the Bucs will be down early, so he's just going to be in a throwing kind of zone from the start. So I think he surpasses this. I think the game's going to be a shootout, like I said before, and I think he can surpass 300 yards.
I'm going to go under. I think they lead from the start, so they run the ball. That's just the Chiefs' mantra. The playoffs is getting down early and letting it go. They'll try to run the clock, do his thing, game manage. But I think he gets like 298 passing yards. Like I don't think it's that far off. So I'm going to go under.
I'm hitting over on Brady. I'm back in the Bucs too in this game. So with 5 of the last 7 starts for Brady have gone over that number. So give me Brady over.
For me, I'm with you, T-Mac. I've watched a couple of Brady's last games, the whole game. Obviously, he went over against my pack. I'm taking over this game. I just think he's going to be throwing the ball. I think he'll have some deep shots. I wish, Abe, the one prop you did leave off this list, kind of a little tangent here, is that I wish you had the interceptions over for Brady because I would hammer that. But that doesn't take away from the yards he will throw. He will definitely throw for over 307 in this game. I definitely believe that. So I'm riding the over.
Yeah, my apologies. I took that on my own, though. He was only.
I love that.
Brady, will he throw an interception?
Over 0.5. What's the line?
Yeah, I think I got like minus 120. Like it wasn't that.
Oh, yeah. That's off the record. That's a little extra bonus for the listeners. Hammer that. I love that. You got my stamp of approval on that one.
Love that. All right. Playoff Lenny. His rushing yards over under 49.5.
I have the under in this. I think they have Ronald Jones too, but I think it's just going to be a throw-in game. Obviously this number seems low. I thought it was low, so that's why I'm taking the under though, because it just seems too low that everyone's going to hit the over.
I didn't think about that. Didn't think about it being too low, but I think you might be right. But I'm going to go over. The Chiefs can't stop anyone on when they run the ball. It's just tough to watch as a fan. So I'm going to go over. I think they hand the ball off so much on first down, like an incredible amount. So that's why I think this will go over.
Yeah, agreed. I mean, the Chiefs are pretty bad against the run. I think 24th in the NFL, 4.6 yards per carry they're giving up. So I'm going to take Fournette under, though, because I'm a little worried about what kind of role Ronald Jones is going to play. He did play pretty well against the Chiefs last time. They played in Week 12. So I'm a little worried about how much Fournette's going to get the ball throughout the game. They might look to use them both.
Yeah, I'm going over on this one for the reason Abe stated. I don't trust the Chiefs run defense that much. I do think Leonard, he had a couple good runs against the Pack 2 weeks ago. He went over this number in the last 2 games, actually 3 games, in fact, and I'm going to ride that as well. I think they're going to be handing the ball off early on in the downs, so I'll be taking that number over for sure.
Next one, Tom Brady rushing yards, half a rushing yard over under.
I am taking the under, and this is just hilarious. I don't know. I guess Tom Brady just never runs, and it's the Super Bowl. I mean, you could say that because it's the Super Bowl, he might actually if he sees an opportunity, he's gonna get it. But I just like betting the under here and just being like, fuck, don't run. So I like the under.
I mean, I can't remember the last time I saw Tom Brady scramble for a first down. So I think the only way he gets is with a sneak. And because it's the Super Bowl, I think they will sneak on a 4th and 1, midfield sometime. So I'm going to go over.
Yeah, I can't say more than that. You got it. I don't think Brady's going to scramble for anything, but there's going to be a short yardage on 3rd down or 4th down where he just sneaks it. He's the best at it. So give me the over.
Yeah, I mean, you watch QB sneaks. It's like the best play in football. You need a fucking yard, you're going to QB sneak. And Brady, obviously, as much as I hate the guy, is a great QB sneaker. So I'm riding over 0.5. I feel like that's criminally low. I would hammer that one. I like that a lot.
Next, we got Travis Kelce over under 99.5 receiving yards.
I like the over. Obviously he's Mahomes' favorite target, and I think he hits this pretty easily in this game.
I'm going to go under here. I think he gets a lot of catches. I think he has like 92 yards. I don't think he gets 99 yards. I think he has obviously a big game. He'll get those scores, but probably not a huge play from him. So I'm going to go under.
Yeah, this is the last football game of the year, so I've had to watch and rule over tape and numbers for the last week just because I need to know everything about this game. I think the Bucs are going to play a lot of cover 2 to kind of shield things over the top, but that's going to leave some open spots on the seam for Kelsey up the middle. So I'm going to take Kelsey over, even though I do not like the Chiefs to win this game. I'm going to take him over on their receiving yards.
I'm just with Jer and T-Mac. I'm riding the over in this one. I mean, I've watched the guy absolutely dismantle defenses every week he plays. I know 99.5 is pretty high, especially in the Super Bowl game where there's, lots of pressure on the line, but I think he's going to show up and play pretty well. I like the over in this one.
Love that. Next, Tyreek Hill, over under 93.5 receiving yards.
I have the under in this. I think he's going to rely more on Kelsey. I think Tyreek rather hits this, he rather hammers this over, or he's 30 yards short. I think that's what's going to happen. But so I got the under here.
Because he got so many yards last time against them, I think that's why people are going to go under, because they're going to play for him. I previously said in this episode, I think he won't get that many yards because that's what their defense will do. But I'm going against myself. I'm going to go over on this.
I think I saw from some book in Vegas that they were getting 99% of the bets on Tyreek Hill on the over. So I think everyone wants to take Tyreek Hill over if the number's not in triple digits. But Carlton Davis got absolutely cooked by him in week 12. A lot of it was those crossing routes that the Chiefs are so good at and love to do. I think, like I said, cover 2 is going to help them to kind of shield those crossing routes from Tyreek, and they'll be more focused on him. So I'm going to take him under. Kelsey over, him under.
T-Mac, I'm with you on that one. I'm also riding the under here. It's kind of hard for me to take the under after watching what he did 2 weeks ago, but I mean, I think they corral him. He'll have a couple big plays, but I think under 93.5 is a safe bet. Obviously, Travis Kelce's Mahomes' security blanket. He'll find mismatches and get open on the scramble drills and stuff like that. I think Hill will have a good game, but I think this number goes under.
Yeah, this number opened at 87.5, I'm pretty sure. And it's been bumped up all the way to 93.5. That's how much money has been on it. So you're right about those books. All right, onto the Bucs players. Chris Godwin, over under 74.5 receiving yards.
I have the under here. I think that Brady's going to rely on someone other than Godwin. I think Godwin relies really on that potential long pass in the game that really just he'll get a 40-yard catch and that pretty much almost hits his prop. So I don't think that catch comes this game. I think he actually passes it to Scotty Miller, and that's who the long ball goes to this week.
I'm going to go over on this. I don't think Mike Evans has that great of a game. I think it's Chris Godwin who has the big game.
Yeah, I like Godwin. I think Godwin's going to have a huge game. Like I said, he's going to run a lot of routes in the slot, and that's where the Chiefs can be had. Godwin's my favorite receiver on the Bucs this week, easily.
Yeah. So for me, I'm going on the other side of things. I've watched this guy, and you guys could probably chime in here as well, but he drops a lot of passes. He dropped a 40-yard ball against the Packers and then dropped another easy 20-plus yard gain. I'm not saying he's going to do that this game. I think he'll have his opportunities. Definitely will get open in the slot. I like his mismatches there. And Brady's obviously going to be looking for him, but I'm going to take the under in this one just based off recent activity, and I believe he goes under that number.
Next, Mike Evans, over under 64.5 receiving yards.
I like the over. I think he relies on Mike Evans this game. I think he plays a big part in the Super Bowl, so I like the over here.
And I previously said I don't think Mike Evans will play that well this game because I hate Mike Evans. He's a bitch. I've been saying it since week 1 this year, so I'm just going to go under.
Yeah, Mike Evans, Keenan Allen's better than you. You're a clown for saying that in the offseason. But I'm also taking Evans under because the Chiefs' outside corners are so good. They're so good, and they've been so good all season. The biggest reason why they've been successful on defense and made some big plays, it's the guys on the outside. So I think Evans has a tough game on Sunday.
For me, I'm taking the opposite. I'm taking the over for Mike Evans. I think he catches a couple deep balls on the corners of the Chiefs. I think he's going to have a great game. I could see him going around the 100 number. That might be a hot take, but I could see him doing catching a couple touchdowns, maybe. Who knows? But I like the over 64.5 at that number all day long.
I think you're pretty good with the player props too. You gave us that MVS one a couple of weeks ago, and you hit it like on one play. So
yeah, my favorite is like the deep ball. We don't have any of them on here, but my favorite's longest catch props. I love those. I haven't even looked at those for the Super Bowl, but I hammer those all season. But 64.5 for Mike Evans. I feel like that could hit in like 2 plays. But
I also think that's like Leonard Fournette, just like a little too low. So you gotta like wonder.
Yeah, I'm taking the over on Mike Evans.
It is low.
For sure.
I'm sure people are surprised that Godwin's is higher than Evans, right? Like his yardage total, right? So I think it is pretty low.
Yeah, I would have thought they would be a little closer. It's a full 10 yards difference. Yeah. I mean, I guess that could theoretically be one catch, but at the end of the day, I've been surprised it's that staggered.
Yeah.
Follow us on Twitter too. We'll throw out some picks that aren't on this prop sheet before the game too, as well. Next one, will there be a safety? Nope.
No.
I don't think anyone said yes. Yeah, we all said no. I would have loved like T-Mac or someone like Jared to like dark horse pick say yes. But yeah, I just don't see it. Mahomes, when's the last time you've seen Patrick Mahomes suffer a safety? I don't think I've ever seen that. And then Tom Brady, he's just too smart to let that happen. Like he'd rather just eat the throwaway or some shit like that. You know what I mean? So I'm taking no on that one for sure.
Yeah, as long as we don't see something crazy in the end zone at the end of the game.
Like a snap over their head or like that.
Oh,
yeah. What if crazier things have happened? A punter or something goes over the punter's head. That would be like the one time I could see a safety, but it wouldn't happen on offense on either side for me. So that's why I'm taking no.
All right. Next one, defensive or special teams touchdown.
Yes. I love this one. I am so ready for this. Go ahead. Just come to me last, but I'm ready.
I am saying no. There will not be a defensive touchdown in this game.
Or special teams. You don't care about the special teams?
No, I don't care about the special teams.
Ooh. Oh my
That's questionable.
gosh.
That's questionable.
I mean, the Chiefs have obviously McCall Hardman's a beast and sometimes Hill gets back there, but I don't think the Bucs have very strong special teams. So I like the no here.
I mean, I forget what receiver went down inbounds with like right before the 2-minute warning against the Packers. That turned me off of the Bucs special teams. I'm going to go no as well. I hate that pick kind of because I think like Tyrann Mathieu is going to get a pick 6 in there somewhere. So that might change before game time, but I already bet it. So I'm going to say no.
I mean, I think that the Bucs or Chiefs are definitely going to make a big play defensively. I think we're going to see 1 or 2 turnovers. And the Bucs have shown like in the later part of the season and even the playoffs, they put Tom Brady in some nice positions or nice field position. I don't think I have the balls to say that one of those is going to get in the end zone. So I'm still saying no.
Here's what's going to happen, boys. This is going to be the hottest take I have on this whole episode right now. There's going to be a defensive touchdown. Oh, it's going to be a defense/special teams touchdown, and you know who's going to score it. I'm going to set the scene for you. Bucs are going to get the ball first, all right? Chiefs will defer to the Bucs. Bucs will get it. They'll get a couple first downs, and they're going to punt. Guess who they're going to punt to? They're going to punt to Mecole Hardman, who I also have for first touchdown score. So once they punt it, Mecole Hardman is going to return to the house for first touchdown. I'm going to catch both props. I am taking yes on defense/special teams touchdown all the day long. Lock it in.
I love that. Someone
took
it.
He won't have to sweat a single bet the rest of the night.
Yeah, exactly. All's good from there.
All right, next one, on to the kickers. Everyone loves the kickers. Longest field goal, over under 47.5 yards.
Yes, I think this is like, I don't know. I don't usually look at kicking props, but it seemed pretty low. I mean, Bucker has a crazy good leg. I think though the Bucs kicker, I don't think he kicks very long. I'd like to see the stats of how long he kicks, but I think Butker hits something like at least a 50-yarder.
So I think if the weather's going to be, I took over as well. I think you can just see a 48-yard field goal being hit like in the first 5 minutes, and like you're laughing. But with the weather, it might be in question, but I'm still going to take the over.
So Butker's fantastic. If he gets a chance to kick from outside of 47.5, he'll probably make it. But I think the Chiefs will just be going for it in those kind of situations. They'll probably have a short yardage to go and decide to go for it, needing the touchdowns as opposed to field goals. And then the Bucs don't trust suck up all that much. Same thing on their side. I think they'll go for it a lot of the time. But I mean, I don't know what Sandy has to say, but weather-wise, is it supposed to rain Sunday or Saturday now?
I saw Sunday initially. but I'm thinking that I hope it holds off for the fun of the Super Bowl. But if it doesn't, I also have a stat for you guys. Are you ready for it?
Yeah.
There's been no field goal attempt of 55 or longer made in a Super Bowl ever. So I know that's a little off the number that we're talking here, but I just with Blackjack Bruce Arians though, like who said the going for it thing? Because I absolutely agree with it. They're going to go for it if they're in striking distance. Like they're going to go for the first down. I agree. And Andy Reid, those are two coaches that love going for it. Obviously, analytics guys, they'll push it. So I don't think I'm going under here personally.
Yeah. We got some contentious thoughts there. This one, we're on different ones on this. Total sacks over under 3.5.
I got the under here. I think there's like two smart QBs that don't get sacked too much. So, I mean, Mahomes, he doesn't get sacked that much at all. So I think I like the under here.
I can see the first drive, Mahomes getting sacked twice. So, like, I'm going to go over, like, in them figuring out Chris Jones is going to get to Tom Brady once or twice. So I think just 4 is an easy number for me. I'm going to take the over.
JPP, Shaq Barrett. They're going to have a big game, and that's why the Bucs are going to cover the spread, is because they're going to get after the QB. So give me over. Maybe Chris Jones or Frank Clark mix one in too. So easy over.
I'm going the flip side of that. I do not think it's easy. Patrick Mahomes does not get sacked, or he does like a couple times a game. I could see this number going right to 3 and not hitting 3.5 over. I'm going under here because Tom Brady's going to throw the ball away. I mean, that guy literally refuses to get sacked. He always is throwing shit away. Smart QB. Mahomes is going to be rolling out a lot. I don't know. It's a Super Bowl, so he might be forcing stuff. Might try to extend the play a little too much and get sacked. With those ends, you mentioned Shaq and JPP, obviously very athletic, great ends. But I'm going to take the under here and let that ride.
Shortest touchdown over under 1.5 yards.
I have the under here. I think it's just because there's going to be so many touchdowns in this game. I think that there's just bound to be like a scenario where a guy gets there's like a pass interference in the end zone and then it gets to the 1 yard line. I think something like that's going to happen. I could see it happening.
That was an oversight by me. That's a good explanation, Jeremy, but I'm going to go over. The only other time I've taken this prop, it went over. So I'm going to take the over.
All right, Avery, remember, you already have this locked in. You are not allowed to change it. 16% of all touchdowns are scored inside the 1.5 yard line.
Wow.
If that is not enough for you, since
16, dude, that's not enough for me. Are you kidding me?
16%.
That's a lot.
That's a shit ton.
Yeah, that's a ton, bro.
How many touchdowns have you scored in the game, Avery?
Is that that sounds like a fake news source?
That's a crazy stat.
You say 60 or 16?
16% of all touchdowns.
That's a lot. Okay. Think of all the touchdowns. That's a lot.
1-6.
It's not doing it for me.
How many touchdowns?
Avery, 1 yard line.
Dude,
I get it.
Okay. Now, if that isn't enough, since 1995 in the Super Bowl, when teams score more than 4 touchdowns in the game, this prop goes under 80% of the time.
How the fuck did you find that?
T-Mac, what is that, bro? It sounds almost too good to be true. That's made up. That's what I'm feeling.
It is made up. He's making up fake stats. No one's going to check him.
No.
All right. If you're at home and you can find that stat and just put a link in the comment, I will eat my words. But T-Mac, I am taking the over here. I'm riding with you, Abe. I like the over. I'm not switching up because you gave me some fucking bull honky stat that I don't believe. If someone proves me wrong in the comments, then I'll apologize. But I still like the over, even with all those nuggets, if they're true.
All right. What is going to be the last score of the game?
I think touchdown. Like you said, the weather too. Like if that plays a factor, then obviously you guys just said like both coaches are aggressive, so I could see touchdown.
I'm going touchdown as well. I wrote field goal down at first and I changed to touchdown. I just don't see it coming down to a field goal here. I think touchdown will be the last score.
Yeah, I'm tying in again with these teams probably going for it quite often. And then what we saw from Matt LaFleur last week, sorry, Sandy, I don't think we're going to see too many field goal attempts or makes, especially late in the game.
Thank you, T-Mac, for refreshing my memory on that. I appreciate it. I'm going to fade the public as you read on T-Mac's shirt, and I'm going to take the field goal. I could see the Bucs getting out to a lead. I think the Bucs are going to win, by the way. So I think the Bucs have a touchdown lead, and they're going to extend it to a 2-possession game with a field goal. And then Mahomes is going to not score to end the game, and the Bucs are going to win the Super Bowl. But I'm taking field goal for that reason. Let's ride.
Next, will there be a lost challenge?
Said yes because
Lock
Bruce,
alert, lock alert, lock alert.
I said yes because Bruce Arians seems like he challenges every fucking thing that happens. So, yes, I do think. I think Andy Reid, if it was someone, I think Bruce Arians will lose the challenge. I would bet.
I
that.
agree.
I don't
Andy
think
Reid's too
Andy
smart,
Reid,
bro.
too smart. So
Way
I think
too
Bruce
gritty,
Arians. Yeah, I think Bruce Arians is a little dumb. So I'll go. Brucey is gonna lose the challenge.
I'm lost in this. I went to the spreadsheet to change my answer to no, but I went and erased it again. And I put it back to yes. Bruce Arians will lose a challenge. Andy Reid will lose a challenge. I think there's 2 lost challenges in this.
Wow.
As
I'm for it.
As Sandy said, he faded the public on the last one. I'm going to just do it on this one. I have no reason. I'm just going to take no just because y'all have yes.
Yeah, like my reasoning for this, and I'm with you, Jared. I completely agree.
Mhm.
Bruce Arians is going to take a chance when he shouldn't. Like the replay has, you have no business challenging this play,
Yeah.
but he'll do it anyway. It could be like end of the second half or like a turnover or something big happens where he just has no business doing it, but he does it anyway and they lose. I could see that. Like, let's paint that picture into existence, and I'm going to take yes on a lost challenge.
That's the thing. I think that if it's going to happen, it's going to be in the first half because I don't know if these coaches
Agreed.
are willing to lose a timeout in the second half. Right. So,
Agreed.
Well, Andy Reid hates timeouts, so he'll
Yeah.
definitely fuck that
that's
up.
true.
All right, we're getting into the end here. What is the color of the Gatorade shower, Jeremy?
So this is the prop I probably did the most research. I
This is
tried.
not the one you should have done the most research on.
No,
So
Jeremy, I just looked at the spreadsheet. We have the same color, bro.
No,
I have
no.
to
Whoa,
change.
whoa. I've been going spinning. My head's been spinning on this. I tried to search up what color Gatorade is the most bought in Tampa Bay just to get that information. It was too hard to extract that type of information, which was expected, but I thought I would get lucky by just Google searching it. Obviously the right answer is orange, but this is the year to say no Gatorade shower because of COVID. So I am going to go no Gatorade shower, even though it doesn't make sense because Bruce Arians, if they win, like they're obviously going to Gatorade shower the guy. So, but they're also both heavy guys, so they're not really light on.
Well, you.
Is
What
there
did
even
you-
odds
what
for-
is-
that even, is there odds?
So I
No,
wanted
there's no
to.
odds.
I wanted.
That's not how this works, bro.
Whoa, that's not an option. No Gatorade
You
shower.
could say clear. I think
Okay,
if you
well-
live in there, like
Well, that's just water, dude. Jeremy,
what?
you know what? We'll make you some odds for that. Plus
My own
1,000.
What is it? No Gatorade shower. That's what I
who
want.
wants to take Jeremy's money?
Well,
COVID
the thing-
protocols.
The thing was, the question wasn't, will there be a Gatorade showers? What
It's
color would it be?
Well, then I
If you
get
had to
pretty
pick,
good
gun
odds.
to your
I get
head,
pretty
what color you taking?
color. Like I'd probably go. You know what? I like my favorite color is orange. Drinking, so I'll probably go orange. My
Jared, was
favorite
that
Gatorade
question
color.
harder than your business administration quiz you just took yesterday? Like, honestly, that was like, that one took a while, bro.
Well, fuck. Like I'm trying to do no Gatorade shower and trying to be ballsy here, and apparently there's no odds for that.
Well, what was the question you asked me before?
It was. I don't even know why I asked. I said, can I say like they'll miss the coach on the Gatorade shower? But then I realized like both these coaches are not avoiding a Gatorade shower. There's
No,
just
no
way.
chance. That was something else when I saw that text message come in. All right, I'm going yellow or lime just because that's my favorite Gatorade.
I can't believe Jeremy probably put together his utmost analysis for maybe the worst prop you could possibly bet on. Like I'm going to say red because the teams are red, but from what I've heard, that never happens. So I guess I'm just.
That's why it could happen, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, there's no
Yeah.
numbers. None of these answers are driven by numbers. It's just shot in the dark. Like, my eyes are closed. I'm just taking a shot, and I'm taking orange. Let's go, baby.
Nice.
Orange it is.
Yeah.
All right, game MVP. This is basically just going into who you think is going to win the game. Jer,
Yeah, so I have Chiefs in the game, so I'm going Mahomes.
me too.
Yeah, Brady. I got the Bucks. So easy.
You know, Avery, I looked at the spreadsheet when you sent me this a few days ago, and I got to be honest, this is probably my least favorite one because I hate this fucking asshole Tom Brady, but I'm betting on him and I'm taking him. You already know if the Bucks win, like they might as well just fucking tape the trophy to Brady. Like he's gonna win it, no question.
That's
If
true.
I don't care if he throws 3 touchdowns or one touchdown and 3 picks and like 250 yards. I'll still give it to him because they fucking love the guy. He's just like the fucking poster boy for the league. I hate that, but I'm still taking him because I like money. So Brady it is.
Yeah,
There we
here's
go.
the thing is that you should take instead of taking the Bucks money line, if you're going to sprinkle a little money line, just take Brady to win MVP because nothing else is going to happen other than that if they manage
Literally.
to win.
And the odds are way better. Yeah.
That's
It's a
true.
You know, T-Mac, I like your head right
I like
now.
that. I like that thinking.
I mean, it was pretty simple. It was
Pretty simple, but that's high level.
But people, that could be overlooked though. Like I overlooked that until now. I'm going to go and dive into the book after this.
There you go.
Game total over under 56 points.
I like the over here. I mean, it's the Super Bowl. But then again, everyone thinks it's going to be a high scoring game, and then like something like it's going to be a shitty, like low scoring game, which would suck. But I would never bet the under in the Super Bowl. Come on, got to go the over.
I'm going over as well. Every time, like Patrick Mahomes' playoff games, they've scored over 30 points every game. Obviously, except for the Cleveland one, but he was hurt for half of that game. So I think the Chiefs will easily get their 30 points, and then the Bucks will they'll keep up, but the Chiefs will still do that. And I think this goes over.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, scariest bet of the entire night will be me taking the under, but for the same reason Jeremy just said it. Nobody wants to bet the under in the Super Bowl, and that's why I do it. That's why I make money, so I'm taking the under.
And you know what, T-Mac, you teed me up. I'm ready to launch now because you know what? My teaser hammer play is.
Oh, here we go.
Brace yourselves. I'm taking Tampa Bay +9, and I'm going to tease the under. Teasing the under up to 62. Now give me one reason why I shouldn't hammer that, because 62 points, everyone in the world I've talked to, all my buddies, over this. Mahomes going to throw over 300, Brady touctouchdowns, the defensive touchdowns.
Shit. Calm down. I'm going to put so much money on this. You need to calm down.
The noise. I'm going to the moon with this one. I'm hammering this. I'm going fucking 10 units on this. 100%. I'm hammering. I love the under. I like the under normally, and I'm going to take that probably too. But in the teaser, I love it even more. Give me under 56 all day, strictly because I believe that I know the Tampa Bay is going to win. I think they'll slow the ball down if they're ahead. So I think we go under here ultimately.
I didn't even think about a teaser. That sounds incredible. I'm going to need somebody to like nail me to the floor right now so I don't run to place a bet on that and put way too much on it.
You know, I might call the old sports book up and dump a little more credit in there and just double down. The more we talk about it, the more I love it. So,
and we've kind of talked about our picks all game. The spread, Chiefs are favored by 3 points.
I like the Chiefs. I just think they're just too good. They've been the best team in the NFL all year. So Mahomes is just best QB in the league. Obviously, he's facing a veteran in Tom, but I mean, Mahomes was in the Super Bowl last year, won. He's back in. I mean, he seems healthy. I like the Chiefs. If they're all they're going to win this game if they're healthy.
No, I can only take the Chiefs. It's all I want to see.
All right. Listen up. This spread opened at 3.5 because I'm a sharp, not a square like Jeremy. I got it at 3.5. So if the Chiefs win by 3, I'm still counting that as a win for me. But why did this line move to 3 when everybody's betting the Chiefs? It's because the people who are smart, intelligent.
Dude, Matcher's back bet $3.5 million on it. He's not smart.
Hey, Avery, the floor is not yours. I'm with T-Mac. Let me hear.
I hate fucking Matcher's Mac. That's all I have to say. That guy's a fucking dick.
Did he put all? Wait.
He put $3.5 million on +3.5, bro, on the Bucks.
That is not good for you, T-Mac.
Yeah,
Okay,
you think Matcher's Mac is a sharp, you idiot?
Okay, no, I don't. But again, regardless of Mattress Mac's thoughts, the smart people here, like myself, are taking the Bucks plus the points.
And you know what? Unlike you, T-Mac, taking it early. I like to wait because this whole Barber situation, I wish I took it earlier with all this shit happening in the shakeup now, but I'm going to buy the 0.5 point to 3.5 here. I'm going to eat the juice. I'm going to throw a couple units on it. So I'm fine giving up some payout here. I think 3.5 is the number you want. I still think 3 is a good bet. I think the Bucks win, as I said, but I'm going to buy the 0.5 point to 3.5 so I get the same line as you, and we're gonna hammer it. We're gonna ride that to the promised lands.
I threw a 20 unit bet on the Chiefs when this line came out because I thought it was going to trend towards like 5. So like I'm surprised that it stayed the same way this whole 2 weeks or this whole week.
Mm-hmm.
But there we go. That's our prop bet. Spectacular. Boys, thank you for joining us. Put in the comments your favorite prop bet. Give us a like, subscribe. Thanks for tuning in.
Let's go, boys. Best of luck out there, everyone. Let's print.